What's going on, everyone? It is March 2024, towards the end of March, and I am out on my first real hike of the year. I've got a little bit of time. As you can see behind me, and before there is a huge vernal pool, tons and tons of amphibian eggs. I don't even know what all of them are. I know there's a lot of eastern newt eggs in there. There's tons of eastern newts in this pool behind me. There are tadpoles, so there's definitely probably some frogs and toad eggs in there as well. And I saw a couple masses that definitely look like spotted salamander eggs. So it is, amphibian season is in full blown effect right now, and it's perfect weather. It's in the 50s right now, maybe low 50s. It just rained, and it's pretty, so perfect weather to look for amphibians. So let's see what we'll find. But before we do that, I want to give a big shout out to both Phil and Roy of Project Herpetoculture. It is a podcast that focuses on herpetoculture, the hobby, and just really kind of all of the above, everything that kind of goes into responsible breeding, responsible keeping of animals, and current events within the hobby. And if you haven't listened to it, I highly suggest that you do. I've left a link down in the description of the video so you can check it out. I was episode number 75, I believe. Really, really great guys, and I highly suggest it. I'm binging it now. If you're into reptiles, amphibians, and just kind of the state of the hobby, I highly suggest you check it out. It is really going to be worth your time. So with that, let's see what we can find. First species of the day. This is a very common plethodontid. This is a woodland salamander. It is a redbacked. These are super common here, but great animals. It's one of the first salamander I've ever seen in my life when I was a kid, and so I'm always fascinated to see these guys. They're really cool. So I'm gonna let him get back into his house and move on. Hey, just a word to the wise. When you go out in the woods, be careful, because I even put stuff on my clothes. These ticks are crazy. There's deer ticks, there's Lone Star ticks, there's all kinds of ticks that can give you diseases, so you got to be careful when you go out. This happens to me all the time. I must find like 30 of these things on me. I just kind of clean them off as I go, but just be super careful, because you don't want to get some weird disease, and just be careful. Again, just to show you how many vernal pools there are in this area, there's just everywhere in the spring. There's a lot of, I think I saw some stringy eggs, which are typically toads, I think. Spotted salamanders, eastern newts, maybe some wood frogs, or spring peepers, whatever. Got to get more up to snuff on my frog game, but I mean, these are all masses of eggs everywhere, as far as the eye can see in these pools. So I'm just going to keep on, not mess with them. I don't want to get too close to try to identify them and screw around with them. So let's see what else we can find here. Second find today. I'm going to put it down because I don't want to mess with them, but this is a northern dusky, I believe. Desmognathus something, I can't remember, but I haven't really been finding a lot of these stream types of salamanders today. I don't know if it was colder here before I came, and some of them are just deeper, kind of further underground or in their burrows up by the sides of these streams, but not finding too many. Usually they're just all over the place. So maybe it was cold here the other day. I'm not really sure, but I'm gonna let him go so he can get back where I found him. There he goes. It would be epic to create this one. It would be a monumental task, but pretty cool. Again, not a lot of salamanders. Really surprised, but keep looking. There is another dusky. Looks like another little juvenile northern dusky. We'll let him go. I'm just in this washed out creek bed. This is probably usually filled with water, so might not find too many. Might be too much flow down here sometimes, but there's some small ones. I've seen some larvae too. I haven't videoed it, recorded it, because I don't want to mess with them. They were really small, so we'll just keep looking. I'm just looking under rocks like this, and see what we can find. All right, this is what I'm talking about. Northern spring salamander. These are huge and definitely at the top of the salamander food chain in the streams in terms of other salamanders. I just found this one under that rock right there. I'll put him back in a second, but pretty big. It's definitely not, probably like almost 5.5, 6 inches. Not huge, but not tiny either. So it is pretty cold. So I'm wondering if, you know, like I said, they're not fully kind of out yet. It's probably a little colder than 50 degrees, like I initially said, but these are really cool salamanders. I love them. And it's always a treat to find them. So I'm going to put them back, and we'll keep moving. All right, we got another salamander here. This is an Allegheny mountain dusky. It's a Desmognathus. These are pretty common around here. It's hard to see in the light, but they've got a little bit of a yellow and a little yellow on their back, or orangish, and these little black, they almost look like arrows. But I find these a lot when it's warmer. They're pretty much everywhere, so good to see this. I haven't seen one today. I saw a small one, but this is more of an adult. So I'm gonna keep seeing what I can find. I mean, honestly, like, imagine having this as a vivarium. I mean, I don't care how good you are. It's almost impossible to replicate these types of temperate mosses with any degree of wild success. I mean, I do a little bit, but I mean, I can never make it look like this. I mean, this has just got the right airflow, the right temperature, the right sunlight. I mean, this is kind of what I always strive to do, but it's so tough, but cool scene nonetheless, right? Here's the other thing. You gotta get your feet wet sometimes, and I am not wearing any kind of waders or anything, so it's just a necessary evil of looking for these animals, I guess. Hey, so something I want to also bring up: fast flowing water like this, they're super rare and highly endangered here, but there are hellbenders here, and I think I've seen one once a long time ago. I wasn't able to get a picture. It's many years ago, but this is kind of the habitat that they like. They hide under rocks and stuff. And so if it was warmer and I had my snorkel and mask and probably a wetsuit, frankly, because it's so cold, even when it's warm, I would look just to see. I mean, again, they're super rare, endangered, but they are here. So maybe this summer or in the later spring, I'll take a look and do a little diving and see what I can find. But well, that's about it for today. It's getting too cold. I'm going home. See ya. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more content, and hope everyone has a great day.